Riches will never and has never been your salvation. All praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing his word in truth and sincerity. Jabal Chanak, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Again, riches will never be your salvation, okay, and has never been your salvation. Okay, I'll word it right. I'll get that title right in the post-production, as you see, as you're watching this video. And this is kind of like inspired, continuing on from the last lesson I did. Kind of last couple of lessons, I want to say, in certain aspects, kind of taking certain points out, and the riches kind of is with me. After just conversations with family members, what you see on the net, what's the talk of everybody's conversation. It's about trying to obtain riches, as many riches as possible. Okay, if you got $1 million, you need 10 million. You got 10, you need 20. If you are a millionaire, you need to be a billionaire. Okay, yeah, the boxer Adrian Broner, he called AB about billions. So you see where his mind at, as well as the rest of our people. Ryan Garcia, I spoke about Ryan Garcia. That kind of plays into this lesson as well. He got those riches. He's doing diss tracks. He's talking about the riches, and he's got photos of the stuff that he got. Again, conversations with family members that the conversation turns into getting money. And we've been having these conversations with these family members for years, and they still broke. We all broke. Okay, we're still broke here in America. Even if you're making $100,000 a year, I mean, you're okay. You're not homeless, but in certain aspects, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. So I'm just going to kind of go into a couple of scriptures because, as well as too, when you get on online, what do you see online? How to do this? How to make $1 million in your first year? How to flip homes? How to get a side hustle? Side hustles that pay the most. It's money, money, money. Which the cool thing about it is we actually need money in this society. It's a wicked ass society, which has you as debt slaves. Let me get that. Give me a second. I'm driving. This is in transit. If I didn't say that, so it's going to be a little hard to pull some scripture, but I think I'm gonna be able to do it. Okay, it's not going to be too long because I'm less than about 15 more minutes from here. I got an appointment I got to go to, but the Spirit's on me just to kind of just touch on it. Let's just see where the Spirit take me. This is Proverbs 22:7. The rich ruleth over the poor. So we're being ruled over by the rich, and the rich are getting richer as always. And this is nothing new under the sun. This is not like this is something new. The scriptures speak about that. If see if there's something new. No, it ain't nothing new. There's no new thing under the sun. So this has always been the same. The rich ruling over the poor, and the rich finding ways to extract more wealth out of the poor. Okay, because the rich, they want to become rich. When you rich, you got money, and you open up to that lifestyle. Your mind is, I want more money. That's where your mind is at. Because you want to spend that money, and then you want that money to keep going. You want to be swimming in that money. Okay, the rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is subject to the lender. Well, credit card debt is at an all-time high. I believe the average credit card APR is 24%. So credit card debt is the highest it's ever been in society. Okay, as well as inflation is the highest. Okay, we're in a complete economic, not even a downturn. This is pretty much a destruction. This is an economic destruction, and they're gonna come in, the rich. Okay, starting with the wicked elite banker. That's really who's doing it. They're gonna come in with the new system. Okay, they're gonna come in with the new system. All right, to trap you and to put you in a digital cage. Okay, and the way that this system is set up, that people have been enjoying for so long. Okay, the people enjoyed it for so long. Now it's a detriment unto you. See, that was the trap, and he got you chasing money, and certain individuals living a certain lifestyle, having a certain standard of living. You're not going to want to downsize. You're not going to want to live. If you were living in a nice home, 2-story home, say you were a homeowner, 2 stories, nice backyard, or whatever, okay, granite countertops or whatever, just something nice. You're not trying to downsize to a 1-bedroom. You got 4 or 5 rooms before. You had 3, 4 bathrooms. You had a jacuzzi. You had a pool. You had a yard. You had space. You're not trying to downsize, so you're gonna submit. Okay, these people, they're gonna submit into this digital system, because he's gonna cause both small and great, rich and poor. And I didn't even want to speak about it. I wasn't even thinking about the MOTB, but it always circles back to the MOTB. Okay, but as far as our people, we're definitely the poor, and right, the impoverished. Certain Jakes are doing somewhat good, but a Jake don't need too much to be good. They're content with just a few things. They're living a life with just a few things. But as far as our people, they believe that money is going to be their salvation. And knowing our history, okay, knowing where we came from, that's part of us waking up to, the fact that we're Israelites. That looking back on our history, money has never been, riches has never been our salvation. All right, the scriptures say, Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. We were doing good. We were doing better than all the nations. As crazy as it might seem to uninitiated that don't understand one nation above another nation. The Most High puts down one nation, he puts another nation up on top. So we were on top at one point. The top of the top. Okay? Complete royalty. We had nations under us. We were doing better than good. Okay? We were the elites of that time. And did that stop us from going down? Absolutely not. The Most High brought us down. He sent different nations against us. This last time it was Esau Edom. He sent Esau Edom against us. And what happened? We were stripped of all our wealth. We were stripped of all our culture. We were a forgotten people. They beat the Most High, beat it out of us. But the mercy is He gave it back to us. So with that understanding, we know that the riches, the true riches. Give me a second. Let me go to what is this? First Timothy. Give me a second. 1 Timothy 6. And okay, yep. Give me a second. Right, let me start at, I gotta turn on this side, okay. Bear with me. I don't want to miss my exit. I just want to see where I want to start. Okay, let me just kind of start to the point. It's 1 Timothy 6 and 5. Perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, For such withdraw thyself. So Timothy is warning, or Paul's warning Timothy about these individuals, thinking, especially our people. Really, it was about our people. That because when you have money, there's one thing that I've seen and experienced on a small level. Nothing crazy. Other brothers can probably attest to this as well. But just you know, just our environment, we can see it in you know, among socially. When you have money or some type of status, people tend to respect you. They give you more respect. People tend to cater to you more. Well, there's actually a scripture. There's a scripture on it. I'm not going to be able to get it, but it's in the Apocrypha. Okay, it talks about the poor man's wisdom. Okay, and then the rich man, and his wisdom or his words. What the scripture say? That's in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. I want to say it's either 8 or 9. The poor man's wisdom is despised. But you can go into Sirach. I believe it's Sirach. It goes in and elaborates a little bit more about the contrast between the poor man and the rich man. Okay, how the rich man is respected. The poor man, even with his wisdom, is disregarded. Right? That we actually see that. So people will literally treat you better when they see you in a nice car, when they see you with a nice watch, when they see you with nice clothes. That a lot of times is human nature, but especially these heathens, and you can lump Jake in there too. When you're not in the if you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shemashai, those things blind you. Okay, because you're like an animal, you're like a beast. Okay, and you look at things carnally instead of looking at things spiritually, and especially when it comes to riches in this society. Our people are looking at all things. They're looking at things carnally, not understanding that this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding are the true riches. And I wish I had more time. I might have to, the spirit's on me, but we'll just see what we can get. Let me continue. Verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. See, a brother hit on my comment board that give me neither poverty or riches. He was referring to that scripture that's in Proverbs 30. Let's see something. Let's hit that really quick. I believe that's Proverbs 30. That's what Spirit telling me. Right. Proverbs 30 and 7. Let me start at 7. 2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. So that's the prayer of a righteous man. The prayer of our people, they literally pray for millions of dollars. Literally. Okay, you want to be a multi-millionaire because you believe with that money you're going to be able to experience life on a whole nother level. And you're right, you will be able to experience life on a whole nother level. But in this world, it's going to be, that level is going to be against your power, your God. I'm speaking to you Israelites. The other heathen nations, this is their world. The Most High gave them this world for this very short season to enjoy. And they have messed it up. Okay, feed me with food convenient for me. Least I be full and deny thee. And that's essentially what happens. You become full to where you don't need in your mind, you don't need a God. And you only see this when, especially like celebrities or individuals with money or doing somewhat good in their mind, they're content in their with their situation, especially financial. I'm speaking really about financial. But even, sicknesses in the body. When they're doing good, Jake ain't talking to the Most High. Jake don't give a shit. But when they're doing bad, they want you to pray for them. They going to church. Maybe they going into some legal troubles. They'll pray to God to get out of them legal troubles. Well, you have a lot of individuals that pray to the Most High. They're in a legal issue to get out of jail, right? They'll pray to God, let me get out of jail. and the Most High don't let them. The Most High don't let them get out. And what they do, they curse the Most High. Right? It says, "Least I be full and deny thee." So the rich, if you too rich, you too full, you gonna deny the Lord. And say, well, you read, is that Matthew? I believe it's Matthew 19 about the rich man, the rich young man. Right? He went up to, I believe it's 19:16, something like that. And he went up to the Lord, and he was like, what shall I do to inherit the kingdom of the Most High? And the Lord said, don't do this, don't do that. The law. He said, all these things I have kept since my youth. What else do I lack? And Yahushua said, if you want to be perfect, go sell everything that you have and come and follow me. And it was too grievous for that young man, because when you taste the high life, and this is how they be getting them, this is how they be getting the little celebrities. They'll allow them to taste a certain high life. They'll give them, the girls, the women, allow them to touch a couple of $100,000 or $1 million without fully being initiated. Go to the parties, get the accolades, get the glory, go to get in the inner circle, right? They'll get you with that, and then they say, hey, now if you want to be initiated, you got to do this and that, all that sick shit, sacrifices, whatever it may be, sexual things, all type of crazy shit, to get you into that realm. And a lot of them, some they don't do it. Some have some type of integrity where they don't do it. Spirit is on them, like, nah, I ain't gonna do it, and then you never hear from him again. Like, where'd he go? He was a good actor. He had that banging album. What happened? Yeah, he didn't want to do the deal. But then you have others that do the deal. So it's a hard thing to, get a taste of that and then go back to the life of poverty. Go and work at a 9 to 5. Maybe you was working at McDonald's. So this rich man, he was like, man, this young man, you got the honeys, you got this, you got, hey, when you got money, people want you live a complete different life. And this is what our people, they believe that this is gain. They believe that's, and that's also godliness. That godliness is gain. So we need money. Money. Okay? Give me a second. I'm actually gonna have to wrap it up. It says, "Least I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or least I be poor and steal, and take the name of the Lord, take the name of my God in vain." So this thing is about being, content, which we just read in Timothy, the 6th chapter. That godliness with contentment, that's what's good. Give me a second. Let me let me go back to Timothy. I'm about to wrap it up. I wanted to hit more, but I actually gotta go. 1 Timothy 6:6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. That's the real gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Okay? So, let me give me a second. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. Right? We have our daily prayer. Matthew the 6th chapter. Right? Give us this day our daily bread. Feed us with food which is convenient for us, right? But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lust. What about all that Diddy shit, that P Diddy shit? Hurtful lust, which drown men in destruction and perdition, and you got Israelite leaders in camps that fall right into that same category. And our people in general, they fall right into that same category. Not knowing that none of that money is going to be your salvation. It's never been. It's never been in the past, and it's still not going to be. right? Because riches profit not in the day of wrath. Let's get, I believe, what is that? Proverbs 11. Let me see. Let me finish this. For the love of money is a root of all evil, which some men covet after. They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Yeah, and our people, they love money. Okay, they love money. And I'm not really elaborating too much, but let me just read this and then we're gonna cut it. I gotta go. Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. All right, shalom to the elect.